डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर ओपन युनिव्हर्सिटी.
Namaskar friends, welcome to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University's video 8 session, and I am Dr. Nikita Gadani, and today's our topic is Untouchable by Mulkraj Anand and the context of relationship between literature and society. So the components of our presentations are the objective, then we'll talk about the Mulkraj Anand, then we'll talk about the untouchable, central characteristic, theme, untouchable and the relationship of literature and society. Then we'll have exercises, and then we have a reference book and web resources. So objective of our presentation today is know about the Indian English novel, that is Untouchable, become aware about the social injustice, evaluate the novel with reference to the relationship between the literature and society. Mulkraj Anand, born in 1905 to 2004 in Peshawar of undivided India. He studied in the University College and did his PhD from the Cambridge University, UK. He developed his friendship from the Bloomsbury group, which was made of English writers, intellectuals and philosophers. He returned to India and supported Indian freedom struggle by his writings. He was one of the first India-based writer in English to gain the international readership. He has been awarded with the most prestigious of Padma Bhushan Award. He was a novelist, short story writer and autobiographer as well. Some of his notable work includes Untouchable, Coolie, The Leaves and the Bud, and The Sword and the Sickle. So now, moving ahead with the Untouchable, is published in 1935 and the first novel written by the Mulkraj Anand under the deep influence of Mahatma Gandhi before pre-independence era. So you can get the idea that the novel itself reflecting the scenario of pre-independence era. It's set in the Bulsha, a fictional town of India. So here the writer used the fictional town rather than the real town. It depicts the realistic picture in Indian society at the time of suffering of the lower caste people of India. So he beautifully narrates the thing and the situations which was there in the pre-independence era and the condition of lower caste people. So if we try to get the summary of the novel, the Bakha is the main character and the protagonist of the story, and is a young sweeper of Bulsha. His duties start with the sweeping and the cleaning, as it is his day-to-day work, and he has to go to clean the toilets and the bathrooms of the upper class people. And after completion of duty at Chartar Singh's house, he came home with the dying thirst. So the novel revolves around one day of Bakha's life with the major and minor events which took place in his life in a one day. So after completion of his the day-to-day work at Chartar Singh's house, he came home with dying thirst. His sister went to fill water bucket, and at that time they were not allowed to touch the well. They are not allowed to touch the water until and unless any upper caste person helps them out to fill this bucket. So at that time when his sister went to fill the bucket, the Pandit Kalinath came to help her and instruct her to clean the temple in a daytime. She agrees on this on his note. On the other side, the Lakha, father of Bakha instruct him to clean the town courtyard and to clean temple as well. So after returning home, he again has to go to clean the temple and town courtyard. And on his way to his work, he accidentally touches the feet of upper class people, and that person slapped Bakha afterwards. So you can understand and you can imagine the situations that when you touch accidentally someone and the person hit you badly by clarifying that you are untouchable and you do not have a right to touch me, that the whole incident took place in a accidentally. There is no purpose, that it wasn't intentionally that Bakha really wanted to touch that person. Then after that incident, he walks towards the temples and find priest sexually abusing her sister. So here another that the major event which took place in his life, that he saw the Pandit Kalinath who once helped her sister to fill the water bucket, and now he is abusing sexually to her sister. He sent her sister back and promised her to complete her work at the temple. So after completing all his duties at the temple, he came home and narrated the whole incident to his father, as he was very unhappy and he was keep on thinking that why only we he keep on thinking that why only we suffer, why people call us untouchable. He told his father about this high caste man who slapped him and his sister incident, but his father narrates beautifully that the once high caste man saved his life. So he moved by this positive note but also remained upset in the story. Then to divert his mind, he went to his friend's sister's wedding, and there he met his old friends named Chota and Ramcharan and talked about the incident that took place in the noon. So he advised their friends, advised that you should take revenge, but then Bakha thought that it will be very fruitless that to take revenge in front of this, to take revenge to this to this high caste person. Then he went to the Chartar Singh, who invited Bakha to have a tea and allowed him to touch his personal things. So here you can see that the Chartar Singh is a different character in the story who does not believe in this system, and he allows Bakha to touch his personal things in his house. After returning from Chartar Singh place, when he came home, his father thrown him out as he was all out in the afternoon. And then when he was sitting under the tree, he was invited a British man who is the head of the local Salvation Army to the church, but as his wife got angry that again you bring this kind of a people to the church, and after listening this, Bakha went away towards the station. So here you can imagine the day of a person's life, a day of an untouchable's life, that it start with only the day is full of insults, the day is full of sufferings of untouchable, and then he at the station he listened Mahatma Gandhi's speech on untouchability, and he was so inspired and he became so happy that he ran towards the house and to tell his family about the speech that he heard. So you can imagine that a day of a normal person life and a day of a bakha's life, there is a vast difference. Here a normal person can do anything, he can go anywhere, they do not need to fight for daily stuff, they do not need to fight for water, for food, for shelter or anything here. But on the contrary, the bakha who belongs to a lower caste community, but he has to they start with a struggle only. He has to go and clean the houses of upper class people, and if he reaches late over there and if he does not fulfill his duty, he might not earn his bread and butter. So here, and incidents of Sohini's sister. So here we can also say that in high class society, the priest who molested his sister. So even sometimes the question arises in our mind that to whom believe? The high caste, if a high caste person can behave like this, then why there is only suffering to the lower caste people? Why they cannot come out of this suffering, and why they cannot be a part of this or upper caste community? So if we talk about the central characters of the story, the Bakha, the main protagonist of the story, introspective young sweeper. He used to talk to himself, and his job is to clean the upper class people's bathrooms and toilets twice in a day. And throughout the story, he struggled to search and establish his own identity so that he can find the significance of life. As he keep on talking to himself that why that's only us, he also tried to narrate, he also tried to share this thing to his father, that why only we are in this category, why cannot we uplift. Then we have a Lakha, Bakha's father, and a very submissive person who quietly accept the inferior status of his community and the ill treatments of the upper caste people. His father is a very submissive, and he does not want to raise his voice against this caste system, and he accepts whatever he receives. Then we have a Sohini, Bakha's sister, and very attractive woman who takes care of the family, who takes care of the house, but she is molested by Hindu priest. So here we can see that sometimes beauty also became the curse, as she was very attractive, and she, due to this and due to her beauty, she was molested by the priest. Then we have a Chartar Singh, who worked as a havaldar in the army, but a good hockey player, and he is very kind-hearted person and treats Bakha affectionately. That it shows that he does, the Chartar Singh does not believe in this caste system. Then we have Iqbal Nath, a young poet and a revolutionary poet. He is against of this practice of untouchability, and according to him, a new technology of flush system in toilets will help to remove this evil. So here we can see that the contradictions in the amongst the character. For example, that the Lakha is a very submissive person who accepts the things easily, and here we have Iqbal Nath, who always have the revolutionary ideas and does not want to believe in this caste system. So main theme of our novel is untouchability. The word itself indicates so many things. For example, that you are going somewhere and people say that you are not allowed to touch anything. How would you feel? So that is the same thing, that the same feeling which is represented through the Bakha's character, as in the every stage of, in the every step of his day, he was believed that he is untouchable and he is not allowed to touch anything, not even a human being. The novel also can be considered as a psychological novel because it provides a vivid accounts of Baka's thought process. As we can see that he keeps on thinking that why only we, so that we is something which is there in the novel. And since Anand is an Indian writer in English, he retains Indianness through the usages of Hindi and Punjabi words. So when you read original text, you will get some Hindi and Punjabi words in the novel. For example, the ghar, jalebi, harijan, and through this he represents the realistic and relatable picture of the Indian society. So through the text, after reading the text, you will get to know the exact idea of the pre-independence era. So now, untouchable and relationship between the literature and society. So also shows, this novel also shows the mirror of the society by depicting the social evil prevalent at the time in the Indian society. It holds up the mirror to the realistic scenario of caste system and discrimination existing in the Indian society. So through this novel we can get that, though it is there presented in the novel. Baka and communities is considered as untouchables, and that there is a question that why only we abused. The author tried to capture through the Baka's life and reveals that the outcasts were denied even the basic need for the water. And in most of the situations in the novel, Baka remains helpless but says all of them abused. Abused? Abused. Why are we abused always? Because we are sweeper. I am a sweeper. Sweeper, untouchable. I am an untouchable. So here you can get the feeling of the Baka that though a very young boy, he has a dream in his life, he wants to do something in his life, but because of this caste system, because of this community, because of this untouchability, he does not come out from this and he does not allow to do anything, and it is something imposed task that only he has to do this thing rather than to fulfill his dreams and desires. Anand also includes various views which can prove to be the remedies of ill-fated lower caste of the Indian society. So in the novel, at the one hand, it is displayed that the events which took place, it's completely not acceptable, and at the same time the writer also provides the remedies for this ill treatment. First and foremost, that is education. Gandhiji's views on untouchability is that he considers the practice of untouchability as a sin. So it must be abolished, and according to the Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, education is a tool which can make the lower caste aware of their situation and they can raise their voice against injustice. So first thing, when you consider something a sin in our society, then people will not follow the same pattern. For example, to touch this pan is a sin, then I will not use this pan again. The same way, if it is practiced in the society that untouchability is a sin, that people might not follow the pattern of untouchability again. And the second thought that which is given by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, that to provide education, as it is a human being's basic right and basic need to have education. So if it is given to this community, then they can raise their voice, they can know the laws for them, and they can raise their voice against injustice. The second solution is that religious conversation, that the Christianity is devoid of caste system. So in Christianity there is a no upper caste, lower caste people, and so Baka is advised to convert to Christianity so that he can be free from this all atrocities. So if the Baka convert his religion from particular to the Christianity, then he will be free from all the atrocities, and he can have all his dreams and he can all have a good life. And the third solution which is given in the novel, that is a technology. So there is a rise of technology with which the dirt and filth can be cleaned automatically through the toilet flush machine, can prove to be the remedy of the difficulties of the untouchables. So if we use this technology, then there will be no any untouchable class in our society. Yes, the picture says a lot. Let us give a hand those who need, and this does not indicates that by touching something you will be affected with something. So do not have this mentality in your life even in a present time, and always try to be a helping hand those who are in a need. So here the beautiful pictures, you can see that the smiling face of a girl, smiling face of a old and young boy, which is also here. So to conclude this, we can say that the novel truly present the Indian society and showing the main concern toward the social vice of untouchability and the caste discriminations, and the remedies which are given in the novel is also very helpful. This establishes the relationship of interdependence and interconnectedness between the literature and society, as literature mirrors society, thus society mirrors literature. So to conclude this, we can say that in the pre-independence era, that people were abused because of their beauty. They did not get their basic need, the food, shelter, water, and then every time they need to suffer because of they are untouchables. And at the same time, the novel also provides the remedies that they need to be educated, the technology should be used, and it is something, if untouchability is something considered as a sin, then people will not follow this again. So even in the present time, in our day-to-day life, sometimes we come across this kind of incidents that something, this boy or this particular woman were that abused and they were molested, and they, because of this particular caste, they are not allowed to do something. So still somewhere we need to change our mentality towards these people. Somewhere we need to give hand to these people, so that at least they can have a better life, and at least they can earn the bread and butter, and at least they fulfill their desire, and they can also fulfill their dreams if they'll be given a chance to fulfill them. So now in exercise we have here that the characteristic of Vakha and the Lakha, and the brief note on the Mulk Raj Anand and other things which we already discussed in the beginning. Then here we have a web resources and references. Thank you. I hope you have understood this. See you in next session. Thank you.
स्वाध्यायः परमं तपः